What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks so much for being here, for being subscribed. If you're not, go ahead and hit that button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit that like button. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this reality chat. Poor Robin and Giselle. They just really cannot get enough of being in somebody else's business. And honestly, I think that if they were to be more honest and real about their situations, even though some people feel that Robin has been real, she just is tired and frustrating to a lot of people. But yet and still, she definitely has not been real in trying to, one, cover up, and then two, trying to explain this Juan situation as to why he met up with this woman at a hotel, paid for her hotel, but did not stick around, didn't stay, didn't even have a drink at the bar with her in the hotel. He was just being this good Samaritan, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Okay. And Giselle not wanting to reveal much about her broken relationships and dating and all of that stuff on the show anymore, but continues to be a mainstay and just be in other people's business. If she were just more real, I think she would be a bit more likable. Yeah, they have their followers and their fans. I'm definitely not in that club. And Candiace, she had something to say, because I talked about this recently when it comes to this alleged mistress of Chris, that I did not believe when I listened to the interview. She did not sound believable. And then finally, Tasha K has come out to respond to it. And just like I said, those two, in my personal opinion, the Green Eye Bandits, were behind this chick, and Tasha K feels the same way because she doesn't watch the show. She's not one of these people who's consistently watching these reality shows. And like she said, these two hoes, when she was talking about Robin and Giselle, she said, I believe these two lonely hoes were the ones that were behind it. Well, listen, now Candiace, she has come out to respond to the shenanigans of Giselle and Robin. So she tweeted, she said, if you would just shut the F up and worry about your boyfriends for hire, talking about Giselle, and cheating husbands, talking about Robin, you wouldn't have to post proof that you weren't behind yet another plot against someone's family. Once again, the people of God are tired. So yeah, apparently the word has gotten back to Robin and Giselle that people believe that they were the two behind this stunt, this ridiculous, boozy, possibly high girl who wanted to come out here and claim that she was in a 6-month affair with Chris. It just did not sound believable. Now, for these two to sit on their podcast, discuss this situation like Robin did, and Giselle, which was really weird when she wanted to interject and make a comment and say, I'm not speaking about Juan. I'm not talking about Juan. But really,
I know people are probably going to try to say, "Oh, we need more proof." We need more proof. I've seen enough to kind of know that something was done that wasn't supposed to happen.
Right.
I know people are probably going to try to say, "Oh, we need more proof." We need more proof. I've seen enough to kind of know that something was done that wasn't supposed to happen.
So for Robin to sit there and say she's seen enough, she has enough proof for her to believe that something happened. But it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for what Juan did for her to believe that he and that chick had something more than him just showing up because she's some delusional, crazed stalker that flew into their town hoping that she would meet up with him, and she continued to contact him saying she didn't have enough money to get back home and whatever and blah, blah, blah. So he just decided to be a good Samaritan, show up at her hotel and pay for a room. First and foremost, like, who does stuff like that? You don't know this person. People are crazy out here, but he's going to risk his life for the sake of some delusional crazy stalker who was just messaging him in the DMs, and she just thought that if she flew to his town that he would meet up with her, and she was sadly mistaken, but he felt sorry for her, so he was just going to pay for a room for her. First of all, who would even think that something like that even makes sense? And let's just say that he just had such a big heart that he felt sorry for this delusional person, that he just decided to get her a hotel room. Why did he have to go to the hotel to do that? You can do that over the phone. You can do that online. So just all of this that I'm saying, that she was trying to make sense of this woman that definitely had something going on with Juan, but she still remarried him. It's honestly insane that she would try to make that make sense, but she wants people to believe that this drunk, boozed up, probably high chick that was having this conversation with Tasha K that didn't give any real receipts of this affair that she was allegedly having with Chris, she's seen and heard enough to believe that something happened. Just freaking crazy. But then when Giselle chimed in to speak on it, to say, I'm not speaking about Juan. I'm not talking about your man. I'm not talking about Juan. But sometimes these men are unhappy at home. And, she's talking about things that I guess she would have some experience with, because as we know, she was married to Jamal. He definitely wasn't happy at home. He was screwing every Mary, every Susan, and every Delilah up in the congregation, getting all these different chicks pregnant. And then we saw when she was dating the guy, what was his name, Sherman, on the show, and he ghosted her. So just after all of that, and then trying to make us believe that she and Jamal were seeing each other again, and he couldn't give her the time of day, couldn't show up like she was claiming that he was going to the times that he did not. And then after that, it was a wrap. So I don't blame Candiace to say these boyfriends that you're paying, because allegedly on this season, she's supposed to be dating a younger guy. Like, who of us really believe that? We're not saying that Giselle is an unattractive person. Her spirit, her inner, definitely is ugly. So to me, it makes the exterior ugly, but a lot of people who are superficial, they would see her as a very attractive person. And I get that. I understand that. But even with that being said, do we truly believe that she would really be in a relationship dating someone who's really, really younger? And then, what was it, last season? When she was doing her confessionals and she was being asked about this person that she was supposedly dating, she would not share any information. They kept trying to pry her for information, and she was like, no, I'm not sharing that. I'm not telling you anything. That's none of your business. It's like, it is our business because you chose to be on a reality show. But as we know, unfortunately, she's one of Andy's favorites, so she gets a pass. So she doesn't even really have to do the real work of showcasing her real life. She can just stir the pot and be in other people's, or, like most of us see this plot, make up lies to try to destroy someone else's. And it's absolutely sad and sick. So, yeah, Candiace had something to say about it, and I'm glad that she responded to it, because I was waiting to see or hear what she had to say. And I don't think this is over by any stretch of the imagination, because to go to that extent, not to have someone just come out and do a post. Like, this chick was reaching out to get interviews, and Tasha K fell for the bait, and she interviewed the chick and allowed her to speak. And she had these alleged receipts, which cannot be proven that they're linked to Chris at all. So this is just ridiculous. And so I'm happy to hear that Candiace had a response for them. You guys, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.